Hey, Alex, how's it going today?
Hey, Kelly, what's up, man?
Oh, man, I am just sitting here and thinking about our youth, the days that we would go get our pictures taken at Glamour Shop.
I never did that.
Well, I wish I had. I didn't. Now, one thing I did do that I don't know if you ever do this. They had these little recording booths you could go into.
Oh,
at the
yeah.
mall.
Yeah, sure.
You could sing a popular song, and they.
I remember that at like Astroworld and Six Flags. I don't remember it at the mall, but yeah, I remember you could. I'm sure I have cassettes around here of me singing
old timey rock and roll, or
Sure. Yeah.
or Night Ranger or something. Well,
Good golly, Miss Molly.
after you were done with your glamour shot and your rock session, you're probably pretty porched. What is the word I'm looking for? When you're
Parched?
parched.
Thirsty?
Yes, you're pretty parched.
Oh
And-
man, I head over to the Orange Julius.
Yes, you got it. That is exactly where you would go. You get yourself a soft pretzel, maybe some popcorn, maybe a little Orange Julius to wash it down.
Oh man, I'll tell you, I love me an Orange Julius, and I can make one at home. I have the I've perfected that recipe.
Okay. Well, that is something that is rare because they were pretty secretive with the recipe. Actually, there's a lot of
I've
speculation.
come pretty close.
Yeah. Okay.
Hmm?
Well, do you know when Orange Julius started?
Well, they were around when I was little, so
Yeah.
they must have started in the 60s, I'm guessing.
Further back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
50s?
Same year that Andy Griffith was born.
Oh, 1926.
1926. In Los Angeles, a guy named Julius Freed started Orange
Glad
Julius.
his name was Julius.
Yes, and the way it started was it was actually an orange juice stand in L.A., and he found that fresh squeezed orange juice was a little strong or acidic for some of his customers. You know, they were like, "Yeah, I like orange juice, but I don't want that." So old Julius Freed and a friend of his named Bill Hamlin started experimenting with orange juice, sugar, milk powder, vanilla, egg whites, and ice. That's what they would put into it.
Okay. Do you want to know what I put in mine?
Yeah. What do you got?
I take orange juice and then vanilla
Extract?
silk milk.
Oh, yeah. For like coffee creamer.
No, it's not coffee creamer, but it's just like vanilla flavored milk.
Yeah, okay. Silk makes a vanilla coffee creamer too.
This is just the milk.
The milk. Okay.
And then a splash of carbonated water. Just a splash of it.
Okay. Like Topo Chico or something like that. Okay.
Yep. And that's it.
So no sugar, no egg whites?
Because the sugar is in the milk, I think.
Yeah.
And the orange juice. No egg. No. And it just kind of makes that milky orange juice. And the one I make is pretty similar to what I remember to be an Orange Julius.
Yeah. Well, I do think you should try it with a little ice.
No, I do. Yeah, in ice, of course.
Oh, you put it in ice. Okay. And then you blend it.
I can't remember. I haven't had one in a long time. I don't think I did just because I was trying to make it quick. But if I wanted to do it like a milkshake, I don't know if I did though. I think it was a little thinner than that. I don't think Orange Julius was very thick.
The blender is what gives it that froth.
Mm-hmm.
It needs a little frothiness, I think. Yeah. Well,
Orange Julius is underrated as a beverage, though.
I'll tell you what. Next time we're together, I think we should try this. And then we could make the Orange Julius cocktail as well.
What do you put? What do you put in there? Vodka?
Well, it'd be a screwdriver, right? Basically.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember the first time we went to New Orleans together. When we were at UT, as soon as we got across the Louisiana border, it's the only drink I knew. I was like, I'll have a screwdriver.
It was Ralph and Kaku's restaurant.
Yeah, right across the border on I-10.
You were legal.
Yep.
And it's the only drink. You froze when the guy said, "What can I get you to drink?" And you said a screwdriver.
I think it was also like 9 a.m. or something. So that sort of made
really
sense.
fun. No, well, whatever. That was funny.
Well, so do you know how it got its name?
The Orange Julius because of Julius Freed.
Yeah, but
And it was orange juice.
His customers
it was
would
like,
say,
this is like orange juice, but it's like, and he
no,
said,
his
orange.
customers would say, "Give me an orange, Julius."
No, okay, well,
that's how it got it.
Sure.
So they started serving more.
Wait, so
and
you just
more.
called it orange?
No, I think it was like, yeah, maybe he did. I don't know, but they would say, "Give me an orange, Julius."
But you'd have to know his name to do that.
Well, this was a mom and pop. This was a small operation in the beginning.
So maybe he called it Julius's orange drink.
Maybe initially, but Orange Julius is where it landed. People would say, "Get me an Orange Julius." Started selling thousands of drinks per day. Now, they also, in addition to the egg whites that you don't use, but they used, they had vanilla, kind of like your vanilla milk. They did use some sugar, but they also had stabilizers. And the stabilizers were something that kind of kept it to where it would last a little bit longer. I would imagine if you make this fresh, it's going to be good for about an hour or two, and then it's going to start to break down and come apart. So these stabilizers were some sort of chemical that would come in. They say that the stabilizers and the sugar actually made it less of a healthy drink than you might think it was.
I didn't think it was. I never thought it was healthy.
A lot of parents, part of the reason it was popular is a lot of parents, because it had orange juice in it, thought, oh, vitamin C, it's good for them. Mm-hmm. They can have it. Well, you remember where Orange Julius was popular. It was, of course, in shopping malls, in the high school halls. Drink Julius or be cast out, right? They also had it at fairs. They would have it at amusement parks. And it was very visual. People would see this bright orange counter. They would hear the sound of the blender, and it was almost Pavlovian. Like as soon as you heard that sound and you saw that orange, you were like, ooh. I mean, actually, I am starting to kind of get a little bit of mouthwater here just thinking about it, because they are really, really good, right?
They're really good, yeah.
You want to guess, much like we guessed for Glamour Shots, the number of locations, there were more Orange Juliuses than there were Glamour Shots. But not, I'll say it was less than 1,000. You want to guess how many?
I don't know, 500, 600?
800 locations. Okay. And worldwide. They had some over in Europe. They had expanded a little bit, but it was the kind of thing that they had one drink that was their most popular. They also kind of branched out, and you could get a few variations on the Orange Julius.
Let me guess. You get the Pineapple Julius?
Yes.
Grapefruit Julius?
I didn't see that one.
Okay.
That doesn't sound very good either.
No, it doesn't. I'm guessing it has to still be citrusy. So like maybe a peach Julius?
No, strawberry.
Oh.
Strawberry Julius. It was red.
I think a peach Julius would be good though.
And then this harkens back to an episode that we did just a few weeks ago, the banana Julius.
Yeah. So most smoothies are made with bananas.
And it's funny you say the word smoothie, because a lot of people credit Orange Julius as being one of the original smoothies, like the original precursor to smoothies. Now, today's smoothies are usually green and they taste like kale, or, they aren't quite as sweet as, they can be. You can certainly still get a strawberry, banana, sugared up smoothie, but smoothies are considered healthy, aren't they?
I think it just depends, like you say. I think most people start that way. They go into a Smoothie King and think they're going to be healthy, and then they walk out with something that's 600 calories.
Right. Well, so the strawberry, the banana, and also I am curious, if you haven't heard our episode about Big Mike bananas, go back and listen to that, because it talks about the history of bananas and when there was a sudden change in the taste of bananas, like in the 1950s, right? But I wonder if, because Orange Julius started in the 20s and they had banana Juliuses, I wonder if their flavor changed. What's the modern banana called? What's the modern
the grow
It was Gros Michel was the old banana, but what's the new one called? It's
we have to go back and look at that one.
All right. Well, if you want to know more about the history of bananas and why they taste different today, then go back.
You think I remember from episode to episode?
I forget things too. It's in and out, right? You put it in your RAM, and then It was basically kind of a milkshake / smoothie thing. Now, in 1987, Orange Julius was purchased by a bigger company. You know who that was?
Was it somebody I would know?
Yeah. Household name.
Really? Not Smoothie King.
Dairy Queen.
Oh.
Dairy Queen purchased
No kidding.
Orange Julius in 1987. You can actually still get an Orange Julius in some Dairy Queen locations.
Oh, really?
Yes.
By the way, the banana we eat now is called the Cavendish.
Cavendish, that's it. It's not as tasty. If you go into a Dairy Queen, ask and see if they have the Orange Julius. For a while, Orange Julius was as popular a brand as Dairy Queen, and so they actually would have combo stores. It was like Dairy Queen / Orange Julius stores.
Sure.
But eventually Dairy Queen did away with the Orange Julius brand as part of their store, but still offered Orange Juliuses that you can get.
Did Julius Freed become a wealthy man?
Oh yeah.
Good.
I think selling to Dairy Queen was a good move for him.
Oh, that's how he got wealthy.
I don't know, because that was 87 and he started in 26. He might not have even been alive. I actually don't know whatever happened to Julius Freed.
I hope he got wealthy on that.
I do too.
Yeah. Sometimes these people don't get wealthy and somebody else, we've had several episodes like that.
Well, I think he did get out of it before its decline, before AI took over and Orange Julius was irrelevant. But there were some reasons besides AI. Mall traffic, right? The decline of malls did a lot of bad things actually was great for us with regard to dead ends, but not great for Orange Julius or Glamour Shots. Also, the food court was less of a thing, like the mall food court.
Although places like Chick-fil-A, who used to only be in food courts.
Yeah, I remember them in Sharpstown Mall. Yep.
I mean, it was very rare back in the 80s to see a standalone Chick-fil-A. You remember that?
My girlfriend in high school, do you remember Dominique? Did you ever meet her? She went to, what was that Catholic school? St. Agnes.
She was in Canada?
No, she went to St. Agnes. She worked at Chick-fil-A, and that was the first time I had ever heard of Chick-fil-A.
But it was in a mall, right?
Sharpstown. Yeah, Sharpstown.
Yeah. They only used to be in malls.
Yeah. Well, decline of the malls, but also changing consumer habits. So all of a sudden, things like smoothies are getting popular, but also coffee, right? The Starbucks Frappuccinos replace the Orange Julius for your sweet fix in something that is not really good for you, but has a lot of calories and costs a lot. Now, the other thing was back in the day, 1926, you want to guess how much an Orange Julius cost?
The drink?
Yeah. Give me an orange, Julius.
How many ounces was it? Probably 12 back then.
Probably a 12 ounce. Yeah. Or maybe even 16.
I doubt in the 20s they were giving you 16 ounces of anything.
All right.
I'm going to say it cost a dime.
Yes. 10 cents exactly. And now when you go to a Starbucks, you can't get out of there for less than $7 for one drink. I mean, unless you order plain coffee. Even that's expensive for plain coffee. So Starbucks kind of took over as the place people would go for the drinks. You would hear the blenders, and again, it was something that was a little bit Pavlovian for people, but it really kind of harkens back to that golden age of the American mall. And if you haven't listened to our episode about Glamour Shots, it's a nice compliment to this. As a matter of fact,
that was our Mayberry, the mall.
It was. Well, until you started getting those ruffians that would run around.
Yeah.
Like me running around with their film cameras or their VHS camcorders and harassing people at the mall and drinking their Orange Julius. But hey, man, we looked good, right?
Yeah, speak for yourself.
All right, that's Orange Julius, everybody. If you've ever had an Orange Julius, please drop us a line at
pour one out for us.
Not at dirtnapcity.com, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week.
Step right up to the mall food court, tile floor, shining budget, falling short. Mama got a purse full of clip coupons, Daddy needing change for the payphone calls, but me, I'm be lining through that crowd, past the pretzel stand, past the plastic palms to that orange sign blazing proud, like a tiny fake floated in fluorescent halls. Orange Julius, my one true vice. Hey! Frothy, fizzy, frosty, nice. Parents swore it was fruit and ice.
Doctor approved in their minds.
Oh my! Orange Julius, halo on a straw. Vitamin C, they cheer and all, but it's sugar.
Sugar!
Sugar in disguise. Still I drain that cup with starry eyes. Clerk in a visor, paper hat tilt. Guarding that blender like it's built on guilt. Little orange can with the label turned. Whispered scoops of a secret churn. What's in there? I'd pry and pry. Family recipe with a wink and a lie. Powdered puff, mystery splash. One push button and a citrus crash. Foam crown higher than a Sunday hat. Tang so loud you couldn't argue back. Orange Julius, my one true vice. Oh, yeah. Frothy, fizzy, frosty, nice. Parents swore it was fruit and ice. Health in a cup, they'd proudly say. Orange Julius, halo on a straw. Drink your orange, mama'd call, but it's sugar, sugar, sugar in a spin. And I'd lick that lid to get it all in. Then E7 rolled on through. Big wigs rolling in with a corporate crew. Dairy Queen dealers in their cone-shaped crowns bought the whole stand, locked the recipe down. Now it hides in corners of a few small towns, next to blizzards and birthday clowns. Limited legend on a plastic sign. Still tastes like Saturday to this heart.